How you doing today, YouTube? This is D Nasty Kribo, 7727. I am sitting outside of a McDonald's waiting to go to work, and I kind of decided just to do my deck profile now. It's gonna be a really quick one, I just kind of wanted to do it because when I get to school, I know I'm not gonna have time to do it, and my room's a little bit of a mess. So I'll just do it now. It's obviously a deck profile on Inzektors. I have some interesting choices in here, but I don't know. I don't mind answering any questions, and I'll show y'all my extra deck. And that's probably going to be about it. Okay. So the first thing that I have, obviously, is three dragonflies. Cards the balls. I hope it doesn't go to two in the next list. Then I have three centipedes. And then there's where the deck starts to get funny because I only run two hornets. And I'm only running two hornets because I run Armageddon Knight and Tomato and Foolish. And you'd want to run three hornets because they're broken, but I'm only been running two. I tried out max three at the New Orleans Extravaganza, and I completely scrubbed out with three. Um, it was a pretty interesting day, but I've been running two, and it's been working really good for me. I've talked to people who's thought about running two, and they honestly think it's a good idea. Some people think that it's absolutely crazy, but it works for me, so I'm sticking to two for right now. I might go to three, maybe after the new format list comes out. It's not that I don't have Hornets. I went through three Hornets at a New Orleans Extravaganza. So, yeah, I'm only going to run two for right now. And that's the Inzektors. And now for the cards I run two of. These are tech choices. Since I don't like the tour guide engine, which I also tried out the Extravaganza, I'm running two Thunder Kings. We all know Thunder Kings are a good standard card, so it's kind of filler. And I was running them for the BLS, but I took the BLS out because BLS was really coming up more dead than I needed it to. So I have two Thunder Kings, two Maxis, two Effect Veilers. I was running three Veiler, three Maxi at the Extravaganza. The deck didn't need the third Maxi, and it didn't need the third Veiler, surprisingly. And ever since I went back to my old build, I haven't lost, since. So I just like them at two each. That's the only way I can really explain it. Somehow, if you draw three eights, you just have clump hands of Maxis, Veilers, and you can't really do anything. And then the cards I run one of, I have a Ulti Dark Arm, a guy to New Orleans, a Gigamantis, a Reaper, Sangan, DD Crow, Gorse, Army Arm, and Mystic Tomato. Um, I was running two tomatoes, but I don't know. I kind of cut myself down to one just to keep the deck under 40. Sometimes I'm tempted to go into 41 with this deck because it's a systematic deck that searches so much, but yeah, keep it at 40 for the most results. Obviously, that's a Gold Reaper. I don't have a super one because, yeah. The DD Crow is a tech choice. It's because I had a free spot. I added it in. It we all know how good that is versus Inzectors, especially game one, and versus certain other decks. Not so much windups, but you get my point. Dark Arm's just the balls, and Armageddon Knight. People have been a little iffy about this card. I like it because it's the instant. These are instant resources to my Hornet. Not to mention the sand game. If I didn't draw it, so I usually never have no problem with that. Those are all the monsters I run one of. I believe that puts me at 22 monsters. Watch, I'm gonna wind up having a random annotation around here if I'm wrong, but yeah, it should be at 22 monsters. That's all the monsters. Next, I have my spell lineup. I'm running three MSTs. With Phoenix Chain and Solemn Warning. The only thing to stop Inzectors is Phoenix Chain, Solemn Warning, and maybe and a Veiler, obviously, and I guess a DD Crow. Since like you can't really have answers for the Effect Veiler or DD Crow unless you're remaining D Fisher, which are in my side deck. Then I run these. They are really good because the only thing that stop Inzectors are those traps. And nothing's better when you summon an Inzector, they Phoenix Chain, and then you MST it instead of just blind MSTing and missing. So it really just depends on what your situation is. I was running 2, and my other teammate who's running Inzektors decided there's no reason why you wouldn't run 3 because you want it as soon as possible. And I run 2 dualities. There's no reason for the deck to run 3. Duality also helps get my Hornet. For all you guys who's knocking the 2 Hornets, sound like they're arguing over there. Yep, quick preview. Yeah, Golden Arches, BB. All right. So anyway, those are cards I'm running 2 of, and these are all the spells that I'm running 1 of right here. Let's see. Okay. Heavy Storm's really good. Sometimes I don't want to run it because I'm worried about using it versus a Starlight Road, but luckily Inzektors don't give a damn about your Stardust, nigga. So Heavy Storm's amazing. Foolish gets the Hornet. Avarice, starts everything over. Sometimes this card isn't as good unless you're running like the Tour Guide engine, the Pot of Avarice. But it's been saving me, so it's okay. Sometimes a little iffy about Dark Hole because Inzektors can get rid of almost any monster. The Dark Hole really shouldn't matter. Most likely, if I'm gonna replace any card, this will be the first card to go to Dark Hole because I don't know. It's just I can clear up any monster anyway, but the Dark Hole's good for that top deck or when you really need an answer to something on the field like immediately. Allure and Monster Reborn. Allure is just amazing, and you allure for an Inzektor. You do your Inzektor play, Levier to get back your Inzektor, or whatever you allured. And we all know Monster Reborn is just a generic balls. It's why they're getting burnt. So yeah, it's my baby right there. And the last but not least, obviously, is the traps. Traps I'm running 2 of, 2 Solemn Warnings, and 2 Call the Haunted. The second Call the Haunted I added for Solemn Judgment. It's been pretty decent. I might go back to 1 call if I decide to put Solemn Judgment back in, but right now the calls are obviously holding up their own, especially in Inzektors. And Solemn Warning is just amazingly good in general. It stops a lot of key cards right now like Gores, BLS. I always bash Solemn Warning for costing 2,000. I'll be like, maybe you should run Compulse, or maybe you should run a Black Horn of Heaven, Ryan Spicer style. But yeah, Solemn Warnings are just generically good. Can't really knock them, especially in Inzektors where you could just fit in more traps. You can even run a more trap-heavy version of Inzektors if you really want to. And the traps that I run 1 of is Torrential Mirror Force and Trap Dust Shoot. Dust Shoot's the balls, we all know that. Mirror Force and Torrential, those are the same reasons how I feel about Dark Hole. But those are just some key cards that you could really need to take down some of the people who overcommit too much. But cards like these wouldn't be good against your more advanced player. They won't run into these cards. So a lot of times, depending on who I'm playing, if I'm playing somebody who I know is good, this will be the first thing I'll take out. Dark Hole might be the first thing I take out, just to add in more of my side cards. And that's basically the deck. It's really been doing me good. I'm gonna use it at YCS Dallas. Well, I can't say that because the list might change everything. So I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna use. I also might change my mind. You never know what could happen. But I'm definitely gonna use it in the Dallas Regionals in March. This is my Killer Bee map. Everybody knows Killer Bees Pro. Quick comments about the format. Tour Guide reprint. Alright, thank God Konami's not an idiot. They should have probably did that a month ago. But, I'm not going to knock it. I got my tour bus. I'm expecting tour bus to go up with the tour guide being reprinted. As long as tour guide doesn't get hit too bad. This list, I'm pretty sure it won't. Right now, watch this Guadalajara is going on. It's top 32 with windups and Inzektors. I hope that windups win, so windups will get hit and Inzektors will kind of be left alone. Maybe putting Hornet to 2. But if Inzektors was to win, Hornet would probably go to 2, if not 1, which I doubt. And Dragonfly would probably go to 2, and that would really, really hurt the deck. So I'm really hoping that windups win, or even if plants won, I wouldn't give a damn. It's watch this Guadalajara. People's going to have their opinions about it. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. YouTube. Don't be scared to inbox me or whatever. This is Dynasty Kribo 7727 signing off. Make sure you subscribe.